décolleté. Choreographically, this program is exquisite. They open with the double twist. And now their critical move, the side-by-side double axels. A 2-foot landing by her. They're awfully close on those spins. Artur was traveling on that spin and almost collided with her.
Unlike most Russian pairs and dance couples, Natalia and Artur are not married. She's 21, from Minsk. He's 24, born in the north near the Arctic Circle. Choreography is usually set up to present the lady, but I find my attention goes to Artur because he has such a magnificent presence. And demonstrating her incredible flexibility on this spiral sequence. Best in the world, Olympic best, Natalia Mishkatonik, Artur Dmitriev. There were a couple of minor glitches in that program, but when you're world champions, do the judges see them?
Well, they were there. They're a wonderful pair, but this was not particularly their best performance. They had problems on the side-by-side double axels. Here you'll see that Natalia two-footed her landing. She didn't get the height on the jump and was unable to pull through on 1 foot. The other problem was on their very unique pair spin. Watch their feet. Watch how they travel across the frame. This spin should stay in one spot.
And now the marks. Let's see if the judges were critical. First for the required elements. A low from the American judge of 5.6, highs of 5.8. A bit better than the scores for the Canadians, Brasseur and Eisler.
Only 2 of the judges took a .2 deduction for her jump, but artistically these marks are definitely going to go up.
And you're absolutely right, Sandra, for presentation. 5 9s across the board, except the German judge saw it 5.8. Lloyd Eisler tried to read that expression. Maybe a little disbelief, but the crowd agrees. Natalia Mishkatonik, Artur Dmitriev move into the lead over Brasseur and Eisler of Canada. There's Todd Sand. He and his partner, Natasha Kuchiki, took the bronze last year. They'll skate next. U.S. national champions last year, 3rd this year. They finished 6th in Albertville, the best of the 3 U.S. pairs.
Opening with the spiral sequence, one of the 8 required elements. Todd and Natasha have gone back to last year's program. It worked for them in Munich. The reason they've gone back is the next move, the side-by-side double axels. Todd's had trouble with them, and they're choreographed earlier in this program so he doesn't have to battle fatigue. And the strategy worked.
John Nix, their coach, who also coached Ty Babylonia and Randy Gardner, the last U.S. pair to win the world title in '79. He's a veteran of 28. She's only 15, but so mature.
The name of the game in the short program is to skate cleanly, and that's exactly what they're doing. She shows remarkable composure for a 15-year-old, an excellent competitor.
This partisan American audience loved it. Natasha Kuchiki and Todd Sand. It's not been a great year for this pair after winning the U.S. title a year ago and the bronze in Munich. Third in the Nationals, sixth in the Olympics. That performance should give them a tremendous lift as they go for a medal here in Oakland.
They're very happy with this performance. After winning the bronze last year in Munich, that was beyond their wildest dreams, and they've spent all this year trying to prove that position. Here with the side-by-side double axels, skid entrance, which makes them even more difficult. The unison is excellent. Rotation nice. He fights for that landing, slight tilt, but it worked.
And now the marks for Kuchiki and Sand. There's a little delay here, and Natasha and Todd saying it's killing me. Come on, let me know what my grades are. Here they are, required elements. Oh my, Polish judge, 4-7.
That is not right, it's a 5-7.
You heard Nix, the coach, said that's not right. It's a 5-7. No, sir, a 4-7. The next lowest, a 5-4. How could that be? And there is the judge from Poland who saw something others did not. And now for presentation, again, the Polish judge totally unimpressed. A 5-1, and the crowd now booing. High of 5-7 from the Australian and the American judges. Natasha smiling through the bad news.
Well, the Polish judge is going to have to explain her mark to the referee after the competition.
And we'll be back with more skating right after this. 400,000. Brno, Radka Kovazakova, and Renee Novotny. They raised eyebrows in Albertville, and fans here in the United States anxious to see this pair, Radka Kovazakova, Renee Novotny. They finished fourth in the Olympics. She's just 17, a junior in high school. He's 28.
And this pair is delightful. They're elegant, sophisticated. They pay attention to the finer details. Their body line, their arm positions, just wonderful. They open with the split double twist. Side-by-side double axels. She landed it, but struggled.
She's the 17-year-old daughter of a bus driver. Her energy and freshness remain mindful of Katerina Gordieva, the Russian pair star.
Isn't she heaven?
Radka Kovaříková and Renee Novotny building momentum. The World Championships will be in Prague, their native country, next year. And the way they're developing, here is a pair that we might see on that podium, if not this year, next. And how about the Olympics and Lillehammer?
It's all about quality. Everything they do is just wonderful. Side-by-side double axels. She did struggle on this landing, but there's no technical deduction for that.
Now the marks. First set for required elements. The judges liked it. 5.7s and a 5.4 from the Czechoslovakian judge.
5.6.
They were fourth in the Olympics. Many thought they should have won the bronze medal. This is very possible here.
These presentation marks should go up, shouldn't they?
Absolutely.
Presentation. 5.6.
5.8 from the Swiss judge, and that's going to move this Czechoslovakian pair of Radka Kovaříková and Renee Novotny into third place. The Czechs have not won a medal in pairs in the world in 34 years. So the standings after the original program: the Russians, Canadians, Czechs 1, 2, 3, top Americans, Kuchiki and Sand 5th, Urbanski and Marvel 7th. Tom Hammond has made his way over to the judging area.
Yes, Mrs. Siraka, we were wondering on the judging of Kuchiki and Sand. It seemed to be quite lower than everyone else. Did you see something that that the other judges did not see?
I don't know if I can speak now. I don't know.
Not now, please.
It's not allowed.
Not now. Not now. They're trying to find out. Don't say nothing.
So I said that it is not allowed.
Tom Hammond having about as much luck as chasing down an NFL referee and having him explain that unusual holding call. And after further review, all we had out of that original program was a lot of controversy and exciting skating. And we know now that tomorrow we'll share with you the exciting showdown between the Canadians, Brasseur and Eisler, and the Olympic champions, Miskatonic and Dimitriev. That'll be part of our primetime coverage, along with the ladies' championship, Kristi Yamaguchi heading an American team that could well sweep again 1-2-3. That's all ahead tomorrow night. For now, for Tom Hammond, Sandra Bezic, this is Dick Enberg. So long from Oakland, California.
This has been
Dream about winning an Olympic medal, and if you do, who can blame you and your parents from feeling the joy? The parade? Bronze medalists earn them too. But what if you're the outsider, a former national champion who didn't win a medal at the games? What happens when you come home from the Olympics? Is there a parade waiting for you? No. Is there anyone?
I don't know how you guys knew I was coming in. I didn't tell anybody. I can't believe this.
Tanya Harding now has her chance to recapture the form that won her a national championship in 1991. This time, the world crown is at stake. Nancy Kerrigan can once again show the style that has brought her so far, so fast. And Kristi Yamaguchi, the champion. This has been her year, and now she has a chance to confirm her regal status as world champion. 3 young Americans, 3 who have shared skating success, but only one can be today's world champion. Just 5 minutes south of the city of Oakland, the Oakland Coliseum, home of the NBA Golden State Warriors. Today, it hosts the 1992 World Figure Skating Championships, the ladies' champion to be decided. Hello, everyone. I'm Dick Enberg, and welcome to our continuing coverage. 1 of 6 ladies will wear that gold medal within 2 hours. We're about a half hour away from the final 6, and here's how they stand after the original programs, counting 1/3 of the total score. The Olympic champion, Yamaguchi, defends her world title. Chen Lu, she's only 15, from the People's Republic of China. She's trying to ruin the 1-2-3 sweep that the Americans enjoyed in Munich a year ago. Kerrigan 3rd, Harding is 4th. Laetitia Hubert, a teenager from France, is 5th, and the French-Canadian José Chouinard is 6th. Now let's call in Sandra Bezic, who is a champion Canadian skater and choreographer, choreographed Kristi Yamaguchi's program that we're going to see today that won her the gold. What are the qualities about this little 92-pound dynamo that you admire most?
Well, I think the world has come to know Kristi as a shy and feminine skater who makes everything look so easy. The Kristi I know is a hard-working athlete, and the thing I love about her most is her passion. Dick, she simply loves to skate.
So when you get out on that patch of ice, if you love what you do, that can undo a lot of nerves, and I'm sure all 6 of those ladies have plenty of that going on right now, including Tanya Harding, who has the big triple axel. Can she vault from 4th to 1st?
Well, everybody's talking about the triple axel, and I don't think the triple axel is going to win this event. If you look at the performances in Albertville, skaters were falling all over the place trying to do triple this and triple that. I think it's going to be the cleanest performance that will win this event.
But if Harding hits that triple axel and has a clean program, who knows? She could be a big story, and she will skate last of the 6. How about Nancy Kerrigan?
Well, Nancy had a difficult original program yesterday, and her nerves are showing.
All right, Nancy Kerrigan, she was first to skate of the elite in yesterday's original program, and here's how we called it.
4.5.
22-year-old Nancy Kerrigan, 3rd in the recent Olympics. Her legally blind mother,
Nancy
Brenda,
Kerrigan,
watching closely. As Kerrigan, remember the surprise in Munich a year ago? She rallied to beat Midori Ito and Surya Bonali and captured the bronze.
program, the ladies must execute 8 elements. And Nancy opens with the most critical of these elements, the jump combination. Hers is a triple Lutz double toe loop.
Oh no, what a start.
That's going to be at least a .3 deduction. If she has any hope of staying in contention, the rest of this program has to be clean. Next element, spread eagle into a double axel.
The test of any champion in any sport is being able to forget mistakes and errors, and that's where Nancy Kerrigan is skating now. Wipe away the early error, come back.
It isn't easy.
Nancy Kerrigan, the first of the major competitors to skate of the 40 in the competition. A mistake in the combination, but she showed her maturity, didn't let it affect the rest of her program.
The 1992 Olympic
champions' chances in the ensuing Worlds. Not since 1956 has the Olympic winner not won the world title. Now that promises positive results for champion Kristi Yamaguchi, who has joined an elite skating club with her Albertville win. Here's Tom Hammond.
There is no other place where grace and beauty on ice can be displayed in a brighter spotlight than the Winter Olympic Games. Figure skating, a forum of tradition and class where there is opportunity to enter an elite world, a world where only 4 American women have been. 16 years ago, Dorothy Hamill captured the gold, a lasting and vivid image.
There's nothing like standing up there and hearing the Star-Spangled Banner being played, and it's the most thrilling moment in sport of all.
Only a month ago, Kristi Yamaguchi had the chance to share that thrill so few others know. As she recaptured for the U.S. the gold medal Dorothy Hamill won in 1976.
It's kind of neat to think that I'm following in her footsteps because she was always a big idol of mine when I first started skating.
Now Kristi returns home to Fremont, California as the new American Idol of Winter. She's greeted by adoring fans and heads into a whirlwind of opportunities. A gold medal, a new life.
It was a little weird to be back in the States for the first time after the Olympics. Seeing so many people that do recognize me now, it's kind of hard to believe.
Across the country in Massachusetts, Kristi's Olympic roommate, Nancy Kerrigan, brought her bronze medal home to proud friends and family. Stoneham even named a street after their new idol. Nancy also faces newborn stardom and celebrity.
I'm in restaurants and people know who I am and ask for autographs, and you know, when I get up to leave, the whole place drops their forks and knives and claps. I mean, that's really different.
An Olympic medal now fills Nancy's life, and her parents proudly shared her special moment.
You didn't need all this to be proud. You're proud anyway. That's just extra.
The next big moment in the lives of Nancy and Christy will come shortly after these World Championships, when each must decide whether to turn professional or retain amateur status in order to compete at the 1994 Olympics. There have been reports from the Yamaguchi camp that perhaps the number of endorsement opportunities were not suitable. There hadn't been enough, maybe because of Christy's Japanese heritage, the Japan bashing that's been going on in the U.S. But Christy Ness, Yamaguchi's coach, told me that certainly wasn't the case. There had been plenty of opportunities. Things had just been quiet because Christy wanted to concentrate on performing at these World Championships. Well, Christy certainly seemed focused yesterday as she skated her original program. Here's the way Dick and Sandra called it.
5.4. Thank you. Representing the
Olympic
United
champion,
States,
20-year-old Christy Yamaguchi introduced to this welcoming crowd. Cheers from this sellout audience at the Coliseum in Oakland. Her first appearance back on USI since winning the Olympic gold. There's her father, a dentist, Dr. Jim, brother Brett, sister Lori. Mother Carol nervously does not sit with the rest of the family. Yamaguchi trying to repeat last year's World Championship.
She always seemed so calm and cool, but she said that at the Olympics before her original program, she was shaking like a leaf, and I guarantee she's feeling the pressure here. She opens with her combination, the triple Lutz double toe loop. Not her best, but she still did it.
Christy Yamaguchi, youngest of the top U.S. skaters, trains in Edmonton with Canadian champion Kurt Browning.
One more jump to go, the double axel.
The champion, Christy Yamaguchi, welcome home. And way up in the audience, there's her mother, Carol. She has to be happy with that performance. Although Carol was one of the few not screaming, it was like a warrior crowd the way they saluted Yamaguchi, stretching before she comes on the ice with the other top six, the final group. that will skate for medals, and one of the 6 in 4th place wearing her Trailblazers t-shirt. Tonya Harding, 4th at the Olympics, 4th going into today's program. We'll see her program next.
She returned to her old coach, Diane Rawlinson. Rawlinson took a look at the skates she'd used in Albertville and decided that the blades had been mismounted and improperly sharpened, so she decided new blades were in order. While they were waiting for the new blades to arrive, Tonya couldn't jump or spin, so they had some free time and decided to completely revamp her 2 programs. She's skating a new program today. She hopes that and the triple axel can carry her to a medal and perhaps find herself in the process.
What kind of person I am, I really like. You have some ups and downs, and you can't be perfect all the time. I really did a lot of things that I regret. It doesn't bother me that people will try to make things up about me. You know, it doesn't bother me.
To Tonya Harding, her tumultuous upbringing was a way of life, a tough way of life that manifested itself as a thorn in the side of the serene and staid world of figure skating.
I want to be the type of person who people like.
At the 1991 U.S. Nationals, they certainly liked Tonya's skating. She stole the spotlight with her big triple axel that propelled her to a new way of life. With her husband, Jeff, Tonya was launched into uncharted territory, filled with new demands, exposing her private life, countless interviews, promotional appearances, and a television commercial. She was overwhelmed.
I never expected everything to hit me like it did. I'd never won such a big, prestigious event, and, you know, I didn't know what to do.
As rapidly as she had stormed to the top, Tonya crashed from her pedestal. Marital troubles, coaching changes, and a Sports Illustrated article exposing an abusive stepbrother all reflected on her skating as she barely made the Olympic team. Tonya went into seclusion, surprised the skating establishment when she left for Albertville only 3 days before competition.
Coming in at the last minute was really smart with skating, you know, here as much as I did. I trained harder than I've ever trained before.
I do feel that it would have helped if we'd been there a few days earlier than when we got there. We were, I think, a few days too late.
Harding never found her rhythm at the Olympics, and a long and frustrating season crashed to a bitter conclusion. 6th after the original program, Tonya finally finished in 4th place, out of the medals and still out of sync.
I knew that I wanted to do something different because what I have been doing wasn't working.
Searching for answers, Tonya took charge, fired Coach Dodie Teachman.
Tonya's definitely not a real easy person sometimes to work with. I mean, she has her good points and she's got some, you know, there's the other side of the coin too. So I don't really feel that it was frustrating. Yeah, it was frustrating at times. You know, not any, maybe because she can be pretty stubborn, but that's part of what makes her Tonya.
She has had some wonderful people in her life, people that she could really count on, people that really love her. Maybe she gets afraid when she feels that kind of love. I don't really know.
Her support corps frustrated and bewildered. Tonya rehired Diane Rawlinson, her childhood coach of 14 years, who defended Tonya's recent Portland altercation.
She felt she needed to defend herself, that she wasn't going to let someone push her around. Tanya's trying very hard to grow up, and she's going to make mistakes. She's made a lot of mistakes this year, and she tries to refer to them as learning experiences, not mistakes.
You can't be at your best all the time, and, you know, I don't have any excuses for what has gone on in the last year. I mean, everyone, you know, I've had different problems here and there, but everybody has problems, and I'm just trying to work over them and reach my goal.
Representing the
And here is the stubborn, tough, talented 21-year-old tomboy from Portland, Oregon, determined to rebound here in Oakland from that fourth-place finish in Albertville.
New coach, new choreography, new original program, new blades, new strategy. What a way to go into the World Championships. A different side of Tanya skating to Moon River. Changes she's made is she's not going to do the triple axel combination here. She fell on it in Albertville, so here she's doing the same combination as Kristi Yamaguchi, triple Lutz, double toe loop.
But no combination.
No, nothing. That's going to be 0.5 or 0.6 deduction.
Like Nancy Kerrigan, a big problem in the combination requirement. Otherwise, a good and very different program. And now we're live. Yesterday's original program's ancient history backstage before the big show. The final six will take the ice in the battle for best in the world in just minutes. We'll return to the Oakland Coliseum after this. The American stars being cheered, Yamaguchi and Kerrigan and Harding, as they begin this 6-minute tuning and testing and checking out of the competition. Laetitia Hubert, the French teenager, had her country aglow after a 5th place finish in her Albertville original program. And Chen Lu of China, the 15-year-old, she skating well enough that it would not be a surprise for her to score the big upset and take home the gold. And of course also the Canadians here to cheer 22-year-old José Suinar. 12 years ago, China shut out in their first competition here. Here's yesterday's program.
This young lady is on her way to being a star. She's only 15. She skated a magnificent long program in Albertville, but she had problems with the short program. She opens with the triple Lutz double toe loop. Very nice.
She debuted at last year's Worlds at age 14, finished 12th. was a solid 6th in the Olympics.
She spent 1 month with the renowned coach Carlo Fassi. Her choreographer Tom Dixon is an American. This is a fabulous piece of work. One last jump, the double axel.
What a program.
She's done it, Dick. This is going to put her in a great place.
Now we're back live. That performance earning Chen Lu the 2nd position behind Kristi Yamaguchi going into the free program, which counts 2/3. And here is the order in which these young women will skate. The French 17-year-old Hubert first, then Nancy Kerrigan, who is in 3rd place, José Chouinard. The French Canadian in 6th place will take the ice 3rd. Kristi Yamaguchi defending her title 4th. Then Chen Lu will skate after Yamaguchi, and the last will be Tonya Harding Gillooly. She'll know exactly what has to be done for her if there is a possibility to move from 4th to 1st or from 4th to the medal stand. Just minutes away from the first of the final 6, the 1992 World Championships. One shot for a medal. In the final 6 skates first from Versailles in France. 17-year-old Laetitia Hubert, 5th after the original program. She is the current world junior champion. Finished 12th in the Olympics in her native France when she was a smile-popping 5th for the French after her original program, and then dropped to a tearful 12th after a mistake-filled long program. Laetitia Hubert.
After her dismal performance in Albertville, her goal here is not necessarily to beat the other skaters, but to conquer her nerves. Nice triple loop jump. Now for her big move, triple Lutz.
Debuted in the Worlds last year, was 26th.
jumping all the way to 6th coming into this free long program.
And she fought for that triple combination.
Laetitia Aubert, 17-year-old daughter of a French state policeman. He helps her in her aerobic training.
And she's doing very well. When you qualify for the final group of skaters, it means you're one of the elite, and that can be awfully overwhelming for someone as inexperienced as Laetitia. Personal best for her.
Minutes 10 seconds. It must have seemed an eternity for this young woman who lives only 3 miles from the beautiful palace at Versailles, for centuries the home of French kings and queens, and apparently her place in skating royalty might be in Lillehammer, the Olympics 2 years from now. And when we return, American Nancy Kerrigan, currently in 3rd place. Welcome back, and now the marks for Laetitia Aubert. First for technical merit. The British judge lowest at 5.2.
Some very generous marks at 3.57. She's young, she's inexperienced, but give her time, she has a bright future. We have to remember that last year she was ranked 26th in the world.
And for artistic impression, again, the British judge didn't like what the others did. 4.8 up to a series of 5.6s. Laetitia Aubert. Remember the name and the face. We'll be seeing her in the future. And here is the face of Nancy Kerrigan, 3rd in the Olympics, 3rd entering this free skating program. Her mother, Brenda, remember a year ago, she joined us in Munich and watched as we prepared to monitor for her. And, of course, you saw her during the Olympics, as she needs to be that close to the set in order to discern the moves of her daughter, really can't to define the particular features. Nancy Kerrigan.
Very unsettled warm-up. going into a triple flip. A double.
She had her trouble yesterday.
But this time it was a triple-triple combination. Good for her.
A 22-year-old native of Stoneham, Massachusetts, with a Katharine Hepburn features, a business student at Boston's Emmanuel College, located near Fenway Park.
Jump is her most difficult, and the climax of the program, the triple Lutz.
Singling that triple Lutz. Medal hopes are being dashed.
But she's still fighting. That was a nice triple Salchow. Trademark. It's the move that sets Nancy skating apart.
Well, gracefully she delivered those elegant surprises in Munich last year, the bronze medal in Albertville. But a couple critical errors in this program most likely will cost her any medal hopes.
Here's the triple Lutz, the attempted triple Lutz that turned into a single. She worked throughout the program, trying really hard to fight.
And her mother then watched her make the second mistake, a touchdown. And while she is legally blind, that close, she knew she had just seen and heard a problem. So Nancy Kerrigan has skated, 4 yet to go. Letitia Hubert has skated. We'll get Kerrigan's marks in a moment. And Kerrigan have taken the ice, 4 to go. And here is how you win the gold in this competition. It's fairly simple. Kristi Yamaguchi places first in the free program. She wins. Chen Lu, she places first in the free program, gets the gold. Same was true of Nancy Kerrigan. Hardly likely she will finish first. And for Tanya Harding, from 4th place to win the gold, she has to win the free skate, and Yamaguchi would have to fall to 3rd place. It's basically that simple. Now the score is coming up for Nancy Kerrigan for technical merit, and of course that's the punishment. The low scores for the 2 breaks in the program. 5-2 from the British judge, who has been consistently difficult. 5-7 high from the German.
Nancy was disappointed with her long program performance in Albertville, and she was looking to better that here. Here's the British judge. She's been judging strangely all evening.
But consistently. 5-9 high from the Croatian judge and some 5-8. So artistic impression, the strength of Kerrigan, and she is rewarded. Those marks good enough to move her ahead of Hubert. And next on the ice, José Chouinard, the Canadian champion a year ago, second this year, 22-year-old French-Canadian in 6th after the original program. She lives in Laval, Quebec, across the St. Lawrence Seaway from Montreal.
Last year, she was a surprising 6th place in her first Worlds. But then in Albertville, she placed a disappointing 9th. So she's happy to be in this final group of ladies. Triple flip, triple toe combination.
And that being a combination doubly painful in terms of the judge's eyes. For the past 2 years, José has been badgered by a serious back problem. That makes it tough to practice those jumps.
Well, she's had to limit the number of jumps she does in each practice, and she doesn't like being limited like that. It's very frustrating.
The 22-year-old Canadian star with a Mary Tyler Moore smile, José Chouinard, a trouble-free program.
Like Letitia and Nancy, this is only her second year in Worlds, and it's hard. The inexperience does show up.
With Midori Ito, the silver medalist at Albertville, not here because of a chronic respiratory problem. Some of the younger skaters hoping that would allow the door to be open for them to get a medal. And there's the woman to beat, the defending world champion, the Olympic champion, Kristi Yamaguchi. She's next.
Janet, listen.
Nancy Kerrigan. Nancy, you never seemed to find your rhythm. You struggled in the warm-up and things just didn't go well. Do you know what was wrong?
It's just been a rough time since the Olympics, getting back into it. There's been so much going on, a lot of distractions, and we didn't have much time to get used to the ice here, and I couldn't visualize my rink at home and just be real comfortable with it. So I think it was just, a combination of a lot of things, but it wasn't totally bad. I did get some good marks.
Thank you very much for coming out. Dick?
All right, Tom, and now the marks being posted for technical merit for
5.3.
Jose,
5.3.
and they are from a low of 5.1 to a high of 5.5.
Although she was up and down in the program, she did land 4 triples. She had a solid attempt on the triple Lutz.
And for artistic impression, not that bad, but not good enough either to move her ahead of either Kerrigan or Hubert, who are still 1, 2, 3 in front of Chouinard, and now Kristi Yamaguchi will have her turn. Favored to win the gold again, the home favorite of this crowd, 20 years old. She's the youngest of the 3 U.S. skaters. From nearby Fremont, California, a 20-minute drive down the freeway. You talked about the clean program would win the gold medal here, and so far we've not seen that. That is the strength of Yamaguchi. Her mother, Carol, who was born in an internment camp during World War II. Father spent time there as well. They've never expressed any bitterness about that experience, only pride in being Americans. And how proud they are as she comes home in her effort to repeat the world gold medal, Kristi Yamaguchi.
Well, we've seen how the crushes affected the other ladies. We'll find out very quickly how Kristi's handling it. She opens with the triple Lutz, triple toe loop combination. The audience is supporting her, but she's got to keep control. Triple flip.
Four jumps, including a combination, all landed impeccably.
relaxed than I've ever seen her in competition. It's the next jump that she fell on in Albertville. The triple Salchow, her nemesis. The only time she's ever been able to land it was at U.S. Nationals, but good for her for trying it.
That leaves the door open for Chen Lu and Tonya Harding.
She has one last big one to go. Her second triple Lutz.
A hero's greeting for Kristi Yamaguchi.
Just a wonderful, wonderful performance. Here's the opening combination, the triple Lutz, triple toe loop. Just beautifully done. She landed 6 triple jumps, 2 in combination. Tell me she is just an artist and not an athlete. Here's the triple sal that she fell on. She was very slow going into it. Didn't have the momentum to land it. But she's got to be happy.
They shower the ice with flowers for Yamaguchi. The competition continues. 2 to go.
You let me down, and it'll take them a month to count the blade marks off your back.
Critics are falling for the cutting edge.
There's only 2 things I do really well, sweetheart, and skating's the other one.
It's romantic, exciting, and emotionally powerful.
What is this expression on your face? Is that a smile?
The film's triumph is the chemistry between Sweeney and Kelly.
Flowers?
I'm throwing myself at you.
D.B. Sweeney, Moira Kelly, The Cutting Edge, rated PG. Now playing at a theater near you.
There are 5 9s, 3 of them, and a low from the British judge, 5.7.
Good marks. They have left a little room. The next marks should go up.
Thank you. Interesting to point out that no U.S. judge in the 9 making their opinion, and all 5 9s except for the British judge, Kristi Yamaguchi. It'll be very difficult to beat her for the gold. And now the immediate pretender to Yamaguchi's throne, just 15, Chen Lu, the youngest of the top 6 going into this free program from Changchun in northeast China. She first skated in the U.S. last year on this very ice in Skate America 91, scored a stunning 4th, had a terrific Olympics, finishing 6th, second coming into the free.
First name, Lu, means morning dew, and is the perfect description of her style. She opens with a triple Lutz. Very nice.
15-year-old Chen Lu trying to become the first ever Chinese skater to win a world medal.
What impresses me most is her ability to handle the detail of her choreography. A double on the triple loop, but it's her understanding of the finer details and the subtleties at this age, at 15. It's staggering. Her arms, the tilt of her head. It's wonderful choreography.
Daughter of athletic parents, both starred at the province level. Her mother a table tennis hero, her father an ice hockey player.
Her second triple Lutz. And this is where her age shows up.
Really struggling now, and this could open the door for what was expected to be a 1-2-3 U.S. sweep in these World Championships.
Another triple flip. Remember, if Harding's to win, someone has to beat Christie. And it could have been Lou, but I don't know. I don't think so. It's impossible.
Chen Lu perfect yesterday in her execution in the short program, and fatigue and nerves may have taken their toll today. One left to go. Tonya Harding of Portland, Oregon. We'll be back after these words from your local station.
Dateline.
Low. Swiss judge 5-2.
5.6, 5.6, 5.5.
So Christie Yamaguchi is assured of the gold medal. She can't fall to third, and so even if Harding skates the performance of any skater's life, she could not pass Yamaguchi. She has repeated as world champion. The artistic impression, wide range from 5-1 to 5-8, and so Tonya Harding now with an opportunity to finish, well, anywhere but first. She can't beat Yamaguchi, but she can medal. Second in Munich a year ago, the skating powerhouse from Portland, Oregon. The only married competitor, an asthmatic U.S. national champion a year ago. Silver behind Yamaguchi in the Worlds. This year, trouble-filled, struggled to third in the Nationals, finished away from a medal, fourth in Albertville.
Opens with the triple Salchow. This is almost just a warm-up for her.
That's the jump in which Yamaguchi fell.
It's the next jump and the one after that. Here's the triple Lutz. A double. She wants to land. She hasn't yet this year, the triple axel.
ever land that triple axel, second only to Midori Ito in history, but unable to connect again. So 2 breaks in her program. Kerrigan currently in second.
She's backing off. That was a double-double combination. She's got to collect herself and keep on fighting if she wants a medal here.
Hubert, the teenager from France, is in third. Will she medal?
Jumps, but this new program to Robin Hood is an attempt at a choreographed program. But you have to wonder if all the changes in just a month have affected her.
Another double. To skate at a shopping mall in Portland. She's the antithesis of the well-funded silver spoon skater, tough blue-collar survivor Tonya Harding, finishing her program. Battling to return to the podium. Was there a bronze or a silver in that performance? She reduced her difficulty.
Well, she only landed 2 triples, Tonya the jumper. I think she's going to have to chalk this season up to more lessons learned. Here's the triple axel. Nice height, but awfully close to the boards. She dropped her right shoulder on the landing and just wasn't able to hold it. It was the same error that she made in Albertville.
She was hitting that triple axel in practice earlier in the week.
But not in warm-up, just prior to the event.
How do you feel?
So Tonya Harding Gillooly told us she's taken up a new hobby. She says, I'm into bowling now, and I've got the brightest pink bowling ball that money can buy. Hoping to hit a strike here, and may not have picked up the spare. Currently, it's Yamaguchi, Kerrigan, Hubert of France surprisingly in third, Lu Chen in fourth, Swinar of Canada fifth. Where will that performance fit in the top 6?
Well, let's hope. The triple sack out, the first one is huge. Just huge.
Kristi Yamaguchi, not much drama there. She knows she has completed the triple. The Nationals for the first time early this year, then the Olympics, and now another World Championship.
And after watching all the programs from all the other ladies, it makes you realize how well Kristi has done and how well she's handled the pressure here.
And you made an excellent point, and I know as Kristi Yamaguchi's friend and choreographer, that it bothers you that she's always referred to as petite and graceful and elegant. No one talks about her being an athlete. You made that point very clear, and so did she on the ice. And now the marks for Tanya Harding. A low of 5.0 from the Swiss judge and the British judge. And that, her strength, technical merit, will be a punishing set of numbers to assimilate.
And they reflect the lack of jumps.
And for artistic impression, higher marks than for technical merit. So that's the change that she's making in her skating life. It drops her into 6th place overall. The big surprise here in Oakland, California, well, Hubert, because of the system of skating and comparing by judges to each skater, Chen Lu moves into 3rd ahead of Hubert. So Yamaguchi, the winner of the gold, Kerrigan the silver, and Lu Chen the bronze. Tom?
The skating of the ladies championship.
Christy, this was really the first time in international competition that you were expected to win. How did you deal with that additional pressure?
Well, I wasn't really thinking of expecting to win. I wanted to come in and skate well in front of a lot of friends and family, and I'm glad I was able to keep it together so well.
Was it difficult to stay focused after winning the gold at the Olympics?
It was a little tough coming back into the training, but once I realized that the World Championships are only a couple weeks away, I got right back into it and was excited to be here.
And here before your home folks, did you seem to draw energy from all the friendly voices in the crowd?
Oh, it was wonderful. They were a great crowd, and I hope this championship does a lot for figure skating here in California.
Big decision for you coming up, whether to turn professional or not. When will you make the decision?
Well, I'm sure that decision will be made soon. I'm not sure whether it'll be before I leave for the U.S. ISU tour or after.
Are you leaning one way or the other?
Well, I'm not so sure. I still enjoy performing very much, and it's hard to think of my life without competition right now.
Congratulations. Dick, with all those gold medals piling up, she may be too legit to quit.
Yeah, that's right. Hammer is a resident of Fremont, California, the home base of Christy Yamaguchi. Here are the final standings. The U.S. wins gold and silver, Yamaguchi and Kerrigan. The brilliant 15-year-old Chen Lu takes the bronze, and we're going to be hearing about her in the years to come. Hubert, boy, she'll go home with a big smile to Versailles with 4th place. Chouinard, 5th for Canada. Tanya Harding, a disappointing 6th, the United States. Stay with us. We'll show you the medal performances in pairs. Awarding of the silver, gold, and the bronze, and also the playing of the national anthem, always a highlight. And last year we saw all 3 American girls there. Never had been done before. 2 of them make the podium this year. And now we're going to go back earlier this week in the competition to the pairs, and we saw some magnificent skating.
Oh, Dick, it was just wonderful. Really some magnificent pair performances.
So stay with us. We will show you the award ceremony right now. We go back earlier in the week, the best of the pairs competition.
Representing Czechoslovakia, Radka Korivikova and Renee Novotny.
In 3rd place after the original program, and remember, they were 4th at the Olympics. Many felt only some questionable judging denied them a bronze in Albertville. Attractive Czechoslovakian pair, 17-year-old Radka Kovaříková, 28-year-old Renee Novotny.
An extremely attractive couple. The first minute of this program was jam-packed with 5 very difficult elements. proved that not only are they sophisticated and elegant, but they also can do all the technical elements.
This is their fourth year together in contention for their first world medal. More importantly, trying to capture the first pairs medal for Czechoslovakia in 34 years. To this point, a bronze medal seemed assured for this Czechoslovakian pair behind Miskatounik and Dmitriev and the Canadians Brasseur and Eisler. The 17-year-old daughter of a Brno, Czechoslovakia bus driver Radka Kovaříková, her veteran partner Renee Novotny. Sensational pairs program. Pairs to decide the gold, and here are the Olympic champions, Natalia Miskatounik, Artur Dmitriev. They were trying to make it 25 World Pairs Championships for Russia in the last 28 years.
To Liszt's Liebestrom, this program will go down in history as one of the greatest pieces of pairs choreography.
Milligan pair from St. Petersburg has announced this will be their last amateur competition. Would they go out with the gold?
When the technical elements work together with the music to create emotion, you've reached the ultimate in pair skating.
What a grand finale for Natalia Miskatunik and Artur Dmitriev. The ultimate in pair skating personified. Tamara Moskvina, the coach, she saw their greatness 5 years ago, predicted they would win an Olympic gold medal.
And a performance we'll remember forever.
But the Canadians, Brasseur and Eisler, in second place, were yet to skate. Kristi Yamaguchi awaiting the awarding of the gold medal. We'll have the ceremony, the playing of our national anthem when we return, as well as Brasseur and Eisler and their pairs program. We're in second place behind Miskatunik and Dmitriev as they took the ice for their free program.
program is a showcase of extraordinary pair elements. And for the first 2 minutes of their performance, they used the energy of Mishkitunik and Dmitriev's performance to their advantage.
Rarely do the Soviets, the Russians, not win the World Pairs competition. Last time they were denied, 1984, Canadians Barbara Underhill and Paul Martini won the gold. Brasseur and Eisler were trying to repeat that Canadian victory of 8 seasons away.
They lost all hope of a gold medal, and the battle for the silver began.
This pair with such high expectations at the Olympics and here at the Worlds. How deep the pain. The hope for gold, then the quest for silver would ultimately be bronze, and the joy of the first Czechoslovakian medal in 34 years was contrasted with a deep disappointment of the Canadians. For them, a bronze was only a symbol of defeat. Meanwhile, a glorious golden goodbye from Mishkatunik and Dimitriev from the amateur ranks. And for the United States, their pairs, Urbanski Marvel 7th, Kuchiki and Sand 8th, Mino and Wendland finished 11th. And don't wander away, the medal ceremony, the playing of the United States national anthem. Kristi Yamaguchi is the ladies champion. We'll be right back in Oakland. Title more than once. She joins Tenley Albright, Carol Heiss, Peggy Fleming, and Linda Fradiani. For Nancy Kerrigan, her second place, her silver, the highest ever for her, finishing in major competition. And a piece of history as well. Chen Lu, the first ever in history from her country to win a world or Olympic medal. She takes the bronze.
Ladies and gentlemen, the flags of the medalists will now be raised.
And now 14,000 fans at the Coliseum rise. That spectacular sight. What must it be like for a champion to look to the far end of the arena and see her flag raised in her honor and the anthem played? Kristi Yamaguchi, world champion, joins Viktor Petrenko, the men's champion from Russia, and fellow Russians Mishkatunik, Dimitriev win the pairs. Klimova and Ponomarenko, the ice stands. Your impression, Sandra?
Well, in reflecting over the week, each Olympic champion came to capture the World Championship title here with even more superior performances than they gave at the Olympics, and isn't that wonderful?
Something I'll take home from Oakland is that beautiful face of Radka Kovačíková, the 17-year-old pair skater from Czechoslovakia. When she's only 17, it was 17 years before she was born the last time that Czechoslovakia won a medal in pair skating. She will team up in her native country. The World Championships are in Prague next year, and we'll look for Radka Kovačíková and maybe Peter Barna, who stumbled in his efforts to win a medal here in the men's competition, but a brilliant performer should he stay as an amateur. That wraps it up. There's your champion again, Kristi Yamaguchi, with Nancy Kerrigan winning a silver, and Chen Lu of China, the first ever Chinese athlete to win a world medal. Be sure to join us next Saturday when the beauty of World Figure Skating Championships will continue as Sports World brings you the coverage of the ice dance gold medal finals. Then on Saturday, April 11th, all of our world medalists and more will have some great fun as they present their exhibition programs. That means you'll see Petrenko and Browning and Yamaguchi, Lu, Mishkatunik, Dimitriev, Brasseur and Eisler, Klimova and Ponomarenko. Our thanks to all of those who made this telecast possible. Special tip of the hat to Urena Ribbons for her research and statistical work. Men and women that brought you the sights and sounds of figure skating from Oakland. For Sandra Bessick and Tom Hammond, I'm Dick Enberg. Thank you for joining us for the 1992 World Figure Skating Championships.